In this video, we're going over 5 ways that you can get cheaper shipping rates while using Canada Post. Hey guys, I'm the Commonlad. I make tons of different videos around selling things on eBay, doing some Shopify stuff, Instagram theme pages. If it sounds like stuff that interests you, please consider subscribing. So yeah, we're talking about 5 ways you can get cheaper shipping prices with Canada Post. I've done some research into this as well as I've looked into some of my own processes and I've identified 5 things that I think can really help you guys out. I know you love the shipping videos. I love making them too and I'm really excited to get into this one. So let's just jump right into number 1. By the way, we've got some really good tips here. We're going to be talking about letter mail, business accounts, and shipping materials, so be sure to stay tuned to the end. Okay, so number 1 might seem like a really obvious one, but I see it all the time and I feel like I just had to address it. It's that you should be using smaller boxes when shipping. Canada Post prices are already outrageous, and when you start adding on, multiple layers of bubble wrap on your items and getting really big boxes to ship things that don't really require that much packaging, then you're going to be paying more for your shipping. I know, it seems really obvious, but for example, when you're selling things on eBay, I always run into cases where I have an item, I'm not sure how fragile it is, how much packing paper should you put on it? Well, the thing is that most of the time the items there make it okay. Now I understand it's Canada Post, they're going to drop packages, they're going to damage things. So I'm not saying don't, protect your items, but the idea that you had to put, 8 rolls of bubble wrap around, a video game or something like that is ridiculous. And it does happen sometimes. I see people, because I get packages from eBay all the time, and I'm like, wow, they really went that extra mile to pack this thing, which is always a nice touch, except for the fact that Canada Post will then charge you an extra few dollars every time you go to do that. So it adds weight, it adds size to your boxes, you have to ship bigger things, it just overall will add onto your parcels. So if you can, if it's an item that doesn't require that much packaging, that's always a good thing to do. Also, when shipping with these, I see this one all the time as well. They charge you for the rate that they measure. They will measure out your bubble mailers. If your item is half the size of a bubble mailer, fold your bubble mailer in half. Obviously, if you're going through the slot, we'll talk about this here in a second, that might not work. But for most times, if you're sending things in a poly mailer or a bubble mailer, fold it in half and then you only get charged for half of the bubble mailer. Yes, you get a little bit more thickness, but assuming that your item's pretty thick, this won't really make the difference and you get half the rate there. So another great little tip. And sorry, you don't get charged half the price, obviously, but you get charged a discount. You're not getting charged for the entirety of the size of the item. So there you go. All right, number 2 here, guys, is shipping materials. And this one's a very important one as well. First things first, do not go and buy your shipping materials at the Canada Post kiosk. I feel like I shouldn't even have to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Don't go and pay the outrageous prices there. They're charging like, I don't know, what is it, $3 for a bubble mailer? $5, $6 for a box? It's crazy. You cannot afford to run an eBay business or any business for that matter with those prices. If you're, just a normal shopper without a business and you're, paying to send something to someone, I'm sure it's fine. But in our case, when we're trying to maximize profits, that's a huge cut into your margin. Don't go and buy your stuff there. I recommend purchasing anything like bubble mailers in bulk, lots of 100, 200 items from either, eBay. You can get them from some Chinese sellers in there for a really good price. You could go to AliExpress, you could go to even Amazon, Costco, but don't go and buy them from the Canada Post kiosk. And boxes are even better because most people these days have so many boxes arriving to your house. If you save all those ones, yes, you can use Amazon boxes. Like these ones right here, if you save all these boxes that come into your house, you can go ahead and reuse them to package all of your eBay sales and never pay for a box. Seriously, guys, I've never paid for a box. I have never paid for a box. I've always kept the ones I get in. I'm lucky because I get some big boxes sometimes with the video game lots I buy, so I'm able to use those. I get lots of Amazon boxes, and then I get the eBay coupon boxes, which if you don't know how to get those, if you run an eBay store, you can actually get some free boxes. But if you're not running an eBay store, you can get lots of free boxes coming to your house. And additionally, if you're really willing to put in the time, go to any of your big box retailers and check out their dumpsters. They have them full of cardboard boxes. So if you really need a whole bunch, go there, but you don't ever really have to pay for boxes. The only time when it might be justified is if you have a really large, bulky, weird-shaped item, something really heavy, something really fragile, and you really need a good quality box and you don't have one. Yes, you can go to Home Depot and buy one, but other than that, don't go and buy boxes. All right, next one here, guys, number 3 is my favorite one, letter mail. Yes, it is a very great way to ship things anywhere in Canada for a flat fee price that you can pay every single time when you're selling those smaller items. This one definitely gets people. It's certainly confusing. It's definitely hard to know what items fit in there, and I think a lot of people don't even know it exists. A lot of the clerks can, mess it up sometimes in terms of what to charge you for the letter mail prices, or if they even know that an item can go through letter mail, and then especially when you get an international letter mail, it's just a mess. Here's what you need to know though when shipping with letter mail. I actually went and I looked up the exact dimensions so you know. 14 by 9 by 10 by 6 by 0.8. Those are the inch dimensions that your thing has to be. So that's 14 by 9 inches long, that's 10 by 8 inches wide, and then that's 0.8 inches thick. So that's exactly the dimensions to get into the letter mail. And then the maximum weight is 500 grams or 17.6 ounces. So there you go. That's the maximum weight and size you can put in a letter mail. Maximum. So if you have some things that are smaller than that, you can ship them via letter mail. And they have all sorts of different prices depending on, you'd have to look at the charts online, but they have prices ranging anywhere from $1 for the cheapest letter mails to all the way up to, I think, like $5 or $6 for some of the more expensive ones. And then they have an whole international letter mail section as well. However, what's this mean for you guys that are shipping things? If you have things that are small, for example, I put everything from like micro SD cards in there to different sort of little cases, jewelry you could put in there, you could put video games, DVDs in there, all sorts of different media. Anything in that size range that you can think of will most likely fit through letter mail. Even some sorts of little cables and little adapters and whatever you can have that's, again, less than that 1/8 inch thick, that's sort of the key number there, that's again less than that 14.9, less than that 10.8 inches, that's really what's going to fit in letter mail. And if you can have that kind of stuff, you're going to be getting a way cheaper price, not to mention the flat rate cost anywhere in Canada. It's a super, super cool tool that Canada Post has. I wish they had it for a slightly larger, measurement there so you could fit some more things in, but even as it is right now, you can still get a lot of your items in there, and that's a great way to save on shipping. Okay, the Canada Post business cards. This is another exciting one. If you have a business and you're running it, example, eBay store, or example, if you're doing whatever, Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, and you're selling things, you're shipping things, you can register for a Canada Post business card. You do not have to be a registered business, and you can just get one online. It takes a few minutes, and you're gonna be saving a lot of money. I believe the savings range anywhere from 10 to 20%. But that's just based on which packages you're sending out, where you're sending them. I know in Canada, you can get expedited parcels for the same price as regular mail when you're shipping using your Canada Post business card. In addition to that, you get access to all the online tools, for example, the SnapShip tool. As well as with SnapShip, there comes a bunch of awesome features. For example, every year in October now, I believe they're doing this. This is the free shipping Tuesdays, which I've taken advantage of. Just the other day even, I got a free flat rate, medium flat rate box sent to me by Canada Post because of the business card that I have. So there's a bunch of awesome perks that come with it. The online shipping feature, plus all the discounts. There's no reason not to get one, and it helps you save significantly on shipping. I was hesitant at first. When I had started eBay, I went for like the first 1.5 to 2 years without one. And then I realized after the fact how important these things are. They save you a lot of money, and they're definitely worth the few minutes that it takes to get them. And number 5 here, the last one, this sort of relates to shipping in Canada as a whole. I know that my viewers here will be upset if I didn't mention this. They've been commenting about it a lot, so I'm gonna bring it up. It's to use another sort of shipping service, which is something like Chit Chats or any of the other sort of shipping services that are discounted across Canada. Each city sort of has different ones. I know in Toronto, Chit Chats is a big one. I have not personally used these ones before, but they sound interesting. So yes, you're not shipping with Canada Post, but you are shipping with these other services. They still offer tracking on most of the parcels that you send with them. Most of the time, these services take things, I believe, into the States. They operate with USPS and Canada Post, and they sort of work together to take things and send them through USPS from the States to the States, which is much cheaper than sending from Canada to the States. Or they send from, I think in some cases, even the States to Canada. You guys might be able to know more about this down below and can let me know. But that is an alternative. So if you are, frustrated and tired of the extremely high Canada Post rates, check around your city and see what sort of discount shipping services are offered, maybe something that goes across the border and whatnot. There are sometimes some options there, and those things can sometimes be worth it if you are sending enough volume and you're really getting frustrated with those high shipping prices. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up this video. Again, I wanted to come on here and share all the best ways that I've found throughout my experience shipping, as well as some of the ones I researched, like Chit Chats and the other sort of discount shipping services, all the ideas that I had that you guys can maybe implement in your own businesses and use to get discounts on shipping rates. That's everything, again, from using smaller boxes and padded mailers, getting some free shipping materials, signing up for your Canada Post business cards, using the slot mail, and then of course the discount shipping services. Hopefully these tips will help you guys in some way, saving some money on your shipping. If you guys want to see more of the videos I've made talking about Canada Post, I will link them all down below. With that all said though, guys, I am going to end today's video here. If you guys have any other tips or things you'd like to add to this video to maybe help people out, be sure to leave them down below in the comments. I would love to read them as well, and maybe you guys can teach me a few things. I would always appreciate that. Also, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will see you guys all in the next video.